Alright guys, we are back. We got the engine clean as you saw, well, clean-ish in the last video. Today we're going to be putting the, put a little bump stick in here. What we're going to use is this right here. This is a Motorsport E303 cam, formerly in Maxine. So we're just going to go through, I've done this couple of cams a couple times. Every time, well, I've done it out of the car too. But this can be performed in the car or out of the car, either way. But we're going to get started. The intake's already off. So we're going to pull the, let me adjust the camera here. So what we're going to do, we got to pull the spider out. 2 bolts, pull that out. We're going to pull the valve covers off so we can pull the push rods and get the lifters out. Then we got to take water pump, timing cover, balancer. Well, actually you go crank pulley, balancer, water pump, timing cover. And don't forget when you're doing timing cover, there's 2 bolts up through the oil pan. Don't forget that. I know I've seen Brutal do it. They make rods that you can stick down through to hold the lifters up if you don't want to pull the intake off. I was taking the intake off anyway. Makes it easier for me. I'm just going to pull it out. I'm going to clean all that out anyway because it got some stuff done in there from taking it all apart. But anyway, let's get this thing started. I'm going to knock this off first. Crank pulley. You have to use a puller to get the pulley off. I'll try to show you how to do that. The rest of it's just nuts and bolts. Be careful with your water pump bolts, especially these that run back into the water jackets right here. Sometimes these want to break. I've already had 4 broken bolts in this thing so far, and I've got them out pretty good by welding nuts on them. But just be careful when you're taking them loose. I think that's it. Let's hit that intro and get started. Pulley bolts on this motor are 9/16. Getting the size for the, I think this is a 15/16 for the crank pulley or the dampener. Yeah, it is. That side of the garage is full of crap. I don't even want you guys to see it. This side's not too bad, but it is. You got like 3-4 projects going on at a time. They got all Mad Maxine stuff over there. All the stuff I bought for Dirty Linda. All the stuff off that motor. Got some audio stuff for the Buick wagon. I got a seat out of the truck. It is crazy in here. Anyway, I was looking at it, thought you guys should see it because I might be distracted by it. Let's get this dampener off. store puller. Nothing special. Actually, it's seen better days. I've had this thing for years. And it just threads are a little jacked up at the bottom. Hope you guys can hear me okay. I'm a little farther away from the camera than normal. Got the door open just for some air. Yeah, I think this one's about done. I'm just gonna tighten these up a little bit. We'll get a wrench put on that. Oh, there's a washer in there. It's like, why is that turning? Should have saw that. Should have recognized that, you know. There we go. That has to come out too. All right, back to regularly scheduled program. There we go. Now that's working. When you get it close to coming off, you want to make sure you have a hold of it so you don't drop it on the floor. There we go. Also, while you have these off, they have a rubber seal here. If that's all busted up or coming out, you want to go ahead and replace it. I'm going to throw you a time lapse now to get the water pump stuff off. That's just bolts. If I run across anything interesting, I'll jump back in and let you know. Alright, so we got the timing cover off. You can see. We still got to take the spider out, the dog bones, the push rods, and the lifters. Which we'll take the valve covers off for that. But then we'll get down, we'll see a worn out timing chain, which I knew. I already have one. So we're going to take the dots here, and there's a dot there. We'll turn it around, and they'll line up, and that's where we'll start. That way we know we'll put it back in the same place. So, let's get to that, and then get this party going. Alright, we got the rockers, push rods, spider out, lifters out, timing chain off. Just ready to pull this cam out. What I do, I just take the bolt, the cam bolt that holds the timing, top timing gear on, screw it back in there, just kind of give you something to hold on to. When you're pulling this out, you want to be gentle with it. You don't want to nick up your cam bearings, so just be mindful and see where your pin is. This one's never been out, so. Oh, there we go. It's kind of a feel thing, like kind of. There it is. Stock camshaft. Don't forget your bolt. Lay this to the side. Alright, I'm going to take a break for a minute, have some lunch. And I get some cleaner to clean off the camera putting in so we can oil it and all that good stuff. I'll be back in a second. Alright, the camera wasn't recording, but anyway. Slid the cam in, it's the same as when it pulls out. No difference. So now we're going to put our new timing chain and gear on. I haven't used this one before, so I don't know how good it is, but it went along with our budget build. So I got this from Rock Auto. I think it was like 35 bucks. 35, 39, I'll have to look it up. It'll be in our next budget update. But we just put this back on and we start reassembling after we clean surfaces, of course. And put the intake on. I still got to get an oil pan from my mom's house for this thing. Other than then, we'll be ready to paint. And then yank that old motor out, slide this one right in. It's just that simple. Let's get this timing chain and everything back on. Get this thing buttoned up for today. Is adjustable, and you can advance or retard the time or the cam. We're just going to go with it in stock location. Alright, so now we just got to put it back together. This had a solid one-piece pan gasket on it. When you get a timing chain, if you're just doing the cam, if yours doesn't have this one piece on it, it'll come with a gasket pieces just to piece it in, so you don't have to pull the whole oil pan off. But I'll be pulling the oil pan off later when I bring the Mustang oil pan to put in. So I'll do all that at that point and get the timing chain cover, everything back on. But right now I'm just going to clean up the lifters. That has some junk on top, but that's just, you guys don't need to see me doing that. I hope this has helped someone. Oh, I forgot to put my hat back on too. Anyway, I hope this has helped. I hope I don't lead you down in roads the wrong way. I know there's some torque specs for that. I'd go just bump it tight. You can look up the torque specs, simple Google search. That's it for this. Cam install is not too hard. It's basically just nuts and bolts. Just remember where you take your bolts out from. Make sure to put them back. Get your gaskets back in good and get back in action. Make sure to keep your valley clean. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time, I'm out of here.